Tori. Okay, Tori Wattam, resident, City of Niagara Falls. Tori, you may begin.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, if you speak up a bit more, we can hear you.
Is that better?
That's better, thank you.
Awesome, thank you so much. So good evening, councillors and everyone else who is attending this meeting. I'm speaking to you as a lifelong resident of the Niagara region. I've lived in Niagara Falls, I'm currently there. I've also lived in St. Catharines and Thorold. I'm a research assistant in psychology at Brock, and I speak to you as a queer person and a concerned community member. I'm here to support Councillor Bateman about the proposed use of the Notwithstanding clause to violate charter rights of homeless residents in Niagara. Those who are already at most risk, including Indigenous peoples, people of color, and 2S LGBTQ+ people, including youths, are the ones that are going to be most affected by the use of the Notwithstanding clause. An estimated 40% of youth who are experiencing homelessness right now in Canada are 2S LGBTQ+, and 1 in 5 shelter users nationwide are youths, and this is 2025 numbers. A report from the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, the Ontario Municipal Social Services Association, and the Northern Ontario Service Deliverers Association found that since 2022, homelessness in Ontario has increased by 25%, and this does not include people who are categorized as hidden homeless or those who are not present during counts. So think of people that are couch surfing, people that just have unstable housing. The numbers are so much higher than they are reported because we unfortunately, with the current techniques, can't count everyone. The report states that homelessness could triple by 2035 without significant investment in affordable housing. An estimated 65% of homeless people are using emergency shelters, and countless are stuck out in the cold on the streets and in encampments due to a lack of affordable housing and insufficient social support. According to the most recent full report that I could find on subsidized housing in the Niagara region, there were over 8,000 households and over 14,000 individuals on the centralized waiting list waiting for subsidized housing, showing a profound lack of affordable housing, and shelters are full. Even when there are vacancies, various restrictions mean that many people slip through the cracks and just don't have a single option of anywhere to go besides camping out on the street alone or joining an encampment for the sake of safety and community. To ask Premier Ford to use the Notwithstanding clause after his own policies have worsened the current housing crisis by decreasing affordable housing units being built and the efficiency of the houses being built after he decided to come after the Greenbelt, our own backyard, is, in my personal opinion, ludicrous. Currently, across the province, municipal spending has increased way more than the provincial spending, which has actually decreased 15% since 2021. What we need from the provincial government is not a free pass to violate basic human rights, but for the end of roadblocks to affordable housing, to stop the sabotage of services that are actually helping, like safe consumption sites, and to invest in all community members, especially those that need our help the most. Violating the basic human rights of the most vulnerable in the middle of a cost of living crisis is not tough love, it is abhorrent. A report from Statistics Canada states that 1 in 4 Canadians, including Canadians who are not currently homeless, would not be able to cover an unexpected expense of $500. The entire country and this region are struggling to pay for the basic necessities, and people are becoming homeless for the first time and struggling to get into housing with few to no options. Service providers do what they can, but they cannot fix a lack of housing and support from every level of government, and sending our most vulnerable to prison system solves nothing, while ruining lives in the process. A city, a community, does not treat its most vulnerable neighbors and kick them when they're down. They lend a hand to help them up. If the mayors and the council want to end homelessness in the region, the solution is not to criminalize poverty. We need to bolster social supports and harm reduction measures. focus on prevention to help those that are in danger of becoming homeless, and increase affordable housing. The current strategy of spending money to destroy encampments and further traumatize already traumatized homeless people is both inhumane and a waste of resources. Supporting and helping community members who are struggling into stable housing and ensuring social support continues for those who need it will only benefit the cities and the region. I shouldn't have to say that being homeless, and especially having to worry about being suddenly evicted from an encampment where you live, is very bad for your mental health. Once people are in stable housing, they have one less source of stress. If you have access to social support and social programs, their mental health will improve. And if people have enough money to live, they have enough money to spend at local businesses. Thank you for your time.